Well, Leigh Stocker from Summercrest is back in studio. Good morning, Leigh.
Good morning, Stephen.
You look so much older.
You are such a jerk.
So
I'm not older. I'm actually younger. I'm
older.
At the point now where I'm reversing my years after my birthdays. Yeah.
So yesterday was your birthday.
Yesterday was my birthday.
And I'd forgotten. You had told me a couple weeks ago that your birthday was coming up.
And
then a few years ago, to be funny, I put it into my phone. So yesterday at like 9 o'clock in the morning, my phone goes, bling, Leigh Stocker's birthday. I'm like, oh, it's Leigh's birthday.
Yeah, so you sent me the unicorns and rainbows and text messages because that's what my day was made of. My day was comprised of unicorns and rainbows.
I think that, didn't I actually say, I hope that your birthday is full of unicorns and rainbows?
You did. And then I got the meme.
With a unicorn and a cat.
Yeah, a unicorn and a cat riding off into La La Land.
Yeah, which is where Leigh lives.
No, it's called Leland.
Leland.
La La Land is next door.
No, okay. It's a little further up the road.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'll be moving there in the future.
Okay.
But right now, I'm happy and comfortable in Leland.
I was
Planet of One.
So happy yesterday. Because, birthdays are big deals. To see that you were celebrating your birthday by going grocery shopping at Market Basket. Like, what a celebration.
I know. Actually, grocery shopping is my least favorite chore in the history of the world.
So do it on your birthday.
Well, that's the only time I had to do it was on my birthday. And it drives me crazy because, I'm kind of one of these, like, let's get it done. In, out, wham, bam, done. Mm-hmm. But here's these people lollygagging around the aisles, taking their time, getting in my way.
Hey, it's my birthday.
Slowing me down, pretty much. So it's not my favorite thing to do, but I do like to eat, so it's, it's a trade-off.
It really is.
So, yes.
The only thing I enjoyed about the coronavirus pandemic was the one-way at Market Basket.
Yes.
Like, one way at Market Basket was a slice of heaven.
Now you've got people walking in circles.
I know, you're walking the wrong direction. Or you're on the wrong side of the aisle. Uh-huh. You want to stay on the right side of the aisle.
Or your car is on the right side and you are taking up the whole left side because you're reading the label on the pasta boxes.
Don't park in the middle of the aisle.
Just don't go to the grocery store when I go.
Exactly.
Basically it.
Stay away. I'm shopping.
Yes. You know what? One of these days I'll be a senior citizen and I'll be able to use the senior citizen hours. Do they still have those? Or did they get rid of those when COVID went away?
I think they got rid of them when COVID canceled, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because a couple of the people that I work with who are senior citizens, not only do they live there, but they work there, would be like, oh, I went to the grocery store at 6 a.m., 6 to 7 is senior citizens hours. I'm like, oh, that is amazing.
That sounds. We need like 40-year-olds hour.
Exactly, because the 40 decade is like when we're always in a hurry. So we want we just want to get in and out and don't want to waste time. When I'm retired, I'll have all the time in the world and I won't really care.
I doubt it. So, I still think that you'll be like, hey, I'm grocery shopping. Get out of the way. Just pick a bag of chips and move.
It could happen. Yeah, I get a little bossy. When we were, one year, my husband and I went on a cruise and we were sitting in the casino playing blackjack and this random stranger is sitting next to me and he apparently was listening to us and he leans back, he says to my husband, he goes, is she always this bossy? I was like, I'm not bossy, I'm just blunt. Pretty much. I
am, and go away, sir.
Yes. Mind your own business.
Yes. Let me be bossy and you can mind your own business.
I could be then bossy to him. He opened up that door.
Right.
So it's his own fault.
Right. Jeez,
so speaking of bosses,
yes.
We have a new boss at Summercrest.
You do?
Sort of. Well, she's our health services director, Gail Cartier, who is from Newport. I believe she was born and raised in Newport. And has lived here most of her life. So she's been with us for about a little bit over a month now.
Nice.
So it's kind of funny how everything goes in full circle. So when I very first started at Summercrest over 9 years ago, her mother, Penny, was the nurse there at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and actually Penny worked for the Lake Sunapee VNA, but we contracted with them. So she was our full-time nurse at Summercrest. And then, so now her daughter, Gail, is our health services director. So she is the boss of all things health services.
Okay.
So if anybody has any COVID questions, don't ask me. If anybody has any medical questions, don't ask me. I just will be referring people to Gail.
So talk about that role for a second. So Summercrest is independent living, so you have your own apartment and stuff, but there is medical staff available.
So, Summercrest is three different programs. So there's Summercrest and there's the Seasons at Summercrest. The Seasons is our memory care program. It's a secure, kind of separate community. But it's all under the umbrella of Summercrest. The business name of everything is Summercrest. So we have the independent living program, assisted living program, and the memory care program. So the health services director oversees all things health. So she oversees all of our health services staff. So any of our LNAs, which are licensed nursing assistants, our MNAs, which are medical nursing assistants, so they can give medications. Our manager in the memory care, any of our LPNs, which is licensed practical nurses, she oversees all of those. So she has a pretty big staff under her. So it's a big job. I mean, kind of how the hierarchy goes is executive director, health services director, and then the other department heads. So myself as marketing director, John Wilcox for environmental services director, Barbara Rabtoy, Resident Services Director, Pam Jones, Business Office Director,
I feel like you're just dropping names.
I am name dropping.
Look at all the people I know.
So, even though, the problem is anytime, because of my job as marketing director and I'm out in the community and doing things, I'm the person that people know.
Right.
And I'm also, I'm the contact person from somebody, from the first initial inquiry, so phone call, email, coming into Summercrest, through the whole move-in process. So I become very familiar with the residents and their families. So it kind of just makes sense that when they have a question, it typically comes to me because I'm very open. Everybody's got my cell phone number, obviously my email address. So it's just very easy for people to text me a question. Right. So I end up kind of fielding all of these questions, and getting them to the appropriate person or getting the answer from the appropriate person. But what I'm doing now is, because I'm not medically trained at all, I really don't have the medical answers. I just maybe sound smart because I go ask Gail, but I'm really not. So, but I'm getting into the habit of saying, I can certainly find that answer out, but if you want it from the horse's mouth, give Gail a call. So I do have to kind of relinquish some of that responsibility because it really should go to the health services director directly. So I've been training myself to do that, but it's really hard because I like to be the point person. I like to be the, the person that helps people.
Right.
So when I kind of pass the buck, so to speak, I do feel a little bit guilty.
I understand the guilt, but it's probably, it takes one less thing.
Right. And it gets people used to going to the appropriate person. Right. It's really easy to text me and, stuff, but to be more accurate and specific, it really should go to any medical questions to Gail.
Right. Like, let's say, for instance, somebody's got a neck that hurts. Or
yeah. As a matter of fact, I do go to Gail for my own issues as well. I one time all of a sudden had this thing on my hand. I don't remember hitting it or whacking it on anything, but all of a sudden it was like a bruise there. So I actually went to one of our other nurses, Annie, and I said, "What happened?" She goes, "It's a hematoma."
Okay.
Or a bruise. I was like, "Oh, that's it." I thought I was dying.
Well, I had leprosy for a second, but apparently I just
it was
hit my
very
hand.
strange. But yeah, so it's really nice to be able to work at a place like Summercrest where you have a nurse on duty all the time or on call. So if I do have issues, personal issues, I do go to the nurses. Not my mental issues.
No,
those I bring to you.
Thank you.
In the studio.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's
don't take
it's
that
good.
advice.
I think you give good advice.
Do I?
Yeah,
good.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. It's nice. Probably people don't know this, but before we get on air, we sit here and shoot the breeze for 16 hours.
Yeah, but you were talking about how your neck's sore today. I'm like, just dangle by your head. And I don't think that's probably the most wise.
No, that's why I don't come to you for medical advice. I just said. However, that does sound like it would be worth the risk.
I know.
Just to get rid of this pain.
I just want to have something hold my head and dangle the rest of my body just by my neck.
Do you have one of those things? I thought you had an inversion table.
Yeah.
Can't you just use
it?
that backwards? Like,
Just put my head in the clamp. I guess.
But yeah, anything to straighten out this mess would be good.
Do you want to use the inversion table after?
I can't today.
You might. Are you that sore?
I'm pretty sore, but again, we were talking. I've been also going to the chiropractor, and I tell Jeff, I say, don't crack anything, don't wiggle anything. So he doesn't, because I'm afraid I'm going to die. I really feel like that is going to be my last breath on earth. Somebody's going to take my neck and that's it. Lights out for Leigh. So he takes this little thing. It's like a little jackhammer. It goes all over my muscles, and that really seems to help. So maybe I just need one of those at home.
No. Well, they make those. We've got one at home.
You do?
Yeah. It's a massage gun. It's amazing.
Where did you get it?
Amazon.
Amazon. Ugh.
I know. I hate Amazon, but...
But really, where else are you going to find anything these days?
I know. Brookstone? Am I going to drive to Manchester, go to Brookstone?
No, and that's the other thing. I can't find anything. I go to the store and I get so frustrated. Maybe that's why I don't like grocery shopping anyway. There's like nothing there that I need.
Yeah, so... I will find you the link and tell you what to buy.
I'm sure I can go to Amazon and just type in.
No, I will do it for you. I bought Christine one for Christmas. Was it this year or last year? I can't remember. This year, I think.
Well, can you do it to yourself?
You can, but it's easier. Like, it's more relaxing if someone else does it to you. Because, like, if you're holding something up, it still works,
right?
But it's just not the same.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it up to the professional.
Yeah, you probably
He knows what he's doing. I don't. So, but yeah. So having Gail back to obviously Summercrest stuff. Having Gail with us is a great honor. She's absolutely wonderful. She's a breath of fresh air, super knowledgeable. She actually started her career at Newport Health Center working under Ben.
Oh, okay.
And then she put herself through nursing school, and now she's with us today. So, very excited to welcome Gail Cartier to the Summercrest team.
And I know you're busy today, so...
Us, always. So I'm off and running.
So congratulations, Gail. She's been here about a month, and I'm sorry for her having to deal with you with your muscle contusion there.
So I'm a pretty good... I can fake it till I make it. She hasn't caught on to the real Leigh yet. But if anybody wants to move into Summercrest, has any questions, give me a call, 863-8181, or an email, lstocker@summercrest.net.
Oops, jeez, I'm whacking things everywhere. Is there anything else to get on?
No, not right now. Just, we're still, managing through COVID. I thought it was over, but, they're still out there.
I've heard of this COVID stuff.
Yeah. So we still, still have, some restrictions in place as far as visiting. People can visit, but we just have to let us know in advance and wear a mask. But really, other than that, everything's pretty normal.
Perfect.
So it's a good time to move in. Everybody's having fun. People are able to do what they want, come and go.
It's easier to move your stuff now than it is in wintertime.
It absolutely is. This is the perfect time to move in. So,
all right, Leigh, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
Very good. Thank you.
And happy 37th birthday.
Thank you.
It's Leigh Stocker from Summercrest, 863-8181.